I don't like how she doing this.
I think tomorrow, Jesse, breaking news right now, you're going to see some Epstein information being released by my office.
Hey guys, this is Savannah Hernandez in front of the White House with, yes, one of those Epstein file binders. Now, I want to clear something up immediately and state that nobody from the Trump admin gave us these binders and said, you guys are going to be the ones responsible for disseminating this information. They actually told us that there's going to be...
I know everybody's asking, look, guys, people are asking, what's in the binder? Jack, what's in the binder? Look, they are finding, and there's even information that there's potentially more.
This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com, TatumStore.com. If you put in discount code TKING20, you'll get 20% off the entire store. Up first is all of our best sellers. All you got to do is look at this section. You'll see that our Trump Van shirt is obviously our best seller. We have plenty more. All you have to do is click view all. But up now is our new releases. We have a Trump King shirt. We have God is Everywhere, the Doge shirt, the doormats, which are sold out. And also a guy told me about this at the gym today. He said, do you have those inauguration shirts back in stock? And yes, they are back in stock. I think we have them in every size. We do. We have them in every size. So if you want to get them today, put in TKING20, get 20% off the entire store. Pam Bondi says she's going to release the Epstein Files. Now, let's talk about this real quick. I'm just being honest. Y'all know how I am. I don't, nobody's paying me to say nothing. I don't like how she doing this. Can I just say it? I just don't like how she doing it. She don't seem confident to me. She don't seem convincing to me that this Epstein thing is going to be something that everybody's excited to see. She's not being clean with her answers, in my opinion. It makes me feel like this is a big nothing burger. What is she? You'll see what I'm saying. Is this the Pam Bondi clip from Jesse Waters' show? Okay, let's play the clip, and you're going to see what I'm saying. This is my expectation for people like this. And I'm not trying to be mad. I like Pam Bondi. When somebody asks you a question, give me a direct answer. You are a professional. If I knew I had the Epstein files on my desk and Jesse Waters say, what's in the files? This. When is it going to be released? I'm going to release it tomorrow. Not, maybe, I think we're going to try to get it tomorrow. What specifically are we going to see? And she's just beating around the bush a little bit, man. I don't like that. Roll the clip.
A lot of people are wondering, because you said last week that you have the Epstein files on your desk, is when can we see them and what's taking so long to release them?
I do. Jesse, there are well over, this will make you sick, 200 victims. 200. So we have over 250 actually. So we have to make sure that their identity is protected and their personal information. But other than that, I think tomorrow, the personal information of victims. Other than that, I think tomorrow, Jesse, breaking news right now, you're going to see some Epstein information being released by my office.
What kind? Are we going to see who was on the flights? Are we going to see any evidence from what he recorded? Because he had all of his homes wired with recording devices. Yeah.
What you're going to see, hopefully tomorrow, is a lot of flight logs, a lot of names, a lot of information. But it's pretty sick what that man did.
Okay. Well,
along with his co-defendant.
Absolutely. And he had help. That's for sure.
He sure did.
Y'all get what I'm saying a little bit? I want to know exactly what. I don't understand why she can't just straight out say, this is exactly what I'm going to release. A document that's going to show this, a document that's going to show this, a document with the names on it. I'm assuming that she's seen it already. She's seen the files. I want to hear her say, and I haven't seen her in any interview, I want to hear her say, you are going to be shocked at the people's names that are on this list. I'm talking about dignitaries. I'm talking about presidents, current presidents, people that was on TV last week. People that went and gone. I want to hear her say that. The way she's presenting it, it doesn't seem as confident, right? Just wait till she releases this tomorrow or the next day. I think it's going to be underwhelming based on how she's articulating this. Tomorrow, breaking news now tomorrow. We're going to try to get it tomorrow. No, are you going to get it tomorrow or not? I don't know why this bothers me, but I want somebody to shoot us straight. Is it juicy or not juicy? Are we gonna? Are people gonna lose their minds? Because we know he's a nut job. Well, was. I mean, maybe is. I don't know. He really did? I don't know. So we know Epstein is nutty. We know Epstein was a nasty, dirty guy. We know Ghislaine Maxwell was a harlot. And we know they set up all these kids and they did all this crazy stuff. They're trafficking and all the Epstein Island, Lolita Express, you name it. We already know that. What else are we going to see? Is it going to be somebody's name on that list that's going to make our eyes pop out? Or is it going to be Bill Clinton? Okay, we already know he's on the list. Who else is on this list? What other stuff are we going to uncover? Is there a conspiracy with him and the Mossad? Is there a conspiracy that's legitimized with him being a U.S. spy? Are we going to see that he have a recording of him and Jay-Z together or something? Is that what we going to see when you release the files? I want to know who in this recording. Are we going to be able to, you can redact the names, you can redact specifics, but I want to hear an audio recording of somebody doing something salacious. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear Clinton on the phone and they talking about how they going to buy, you know what I'm talking about, or who they done brought to the thing, how many times they done it, how many people are involved, the ages of people involved. I want to hear some juiciness. And if it ain't juicy, quit wasting our time, please. There's a couple other videos associated with this. Let's go to the next clip of today's update, or today update from Marsha Blackburn. Roll it.
Senator, you said you're going to release what you know. What can you tell us?
Yes, indeed, and I've been so pleased that AG Bondi and Director Patel have worked with me on this. As she said, we have to make certain that these victims, and it is over 250, that their names are redacted, they are protected. And Maria, this is going to be a phase 1 release in short order. I will have the hard copy in my hand. AG Bondi is responsible for what will be the public release on this. She has worked diligently on this and so appreciative that we can begin to get this information, that we can begin to break apart what became a global human trafficking, sex trafficking ring, about $150 billion a year business. It is time to get some justice for these victims, for these women and children, and this will be a phase 1 release. There will be more to come.
Hey guys, this is Savannah Hernandez in front of the White House with, yes, one of those Epstein file binders. Now, I want to clear something up immediately and state that nobody from the Trump admin gave us these binders and said, you guys are going to be the ones responsible for disseminating this information. They actually told us that there's going to be a press conference at any moment now, most likely this afternoon, in which all of the information in this binder is made available to the American public. Now, Pam this morning stated to us that some of the information in here is already public, and she doesn't really feel that any of this information is a smoking gun. The big story here is Pam writing a letter to Kash Patel asking him to investigate why the FBI has stopped the release of other portions of the Epstein files. So that is what is currently going on, and I wanted to come out as a journalist as well and state that, again, we are not responsible for deciding what does or does not come out. All of the information in this binder will be made public. Pam Bondi herself stated that she wants all of the Epstein files to be made public to the American people, not just to influencers or independent journalists, but that in itself has been a process. Now, one of the reasons why I have this is because the Trump admin right now is making a big push for not only transparency, but being welcoming to independent journalists who might have been looked down on, ignored, or even censored over the last 4 years. This administration is making a big push right now to allow American people to come into the Oval Office, to come into the White House and directly talk to the president, the vice president, Kash Patel, Pam Bondi, RFK Jr. about what they are going to be doing for the American people. So it's really interesting to see how this administration is handling the media and allowing independent people, American citizens, to come into the Oval Office and talk directly to highest members of the administration. So I wanted to give you guys my update on this. There will be a press conference. All of this will be made public.
You know, everybody's asking, look, guys, people are asking, what's in the binder? Jack, what's in the binder? Look, we haven't had full time to be able to go through this exactly yet. I drove from the White House straight here to the studio. We've got this thing. And what we're here to tell you, though, is there are flight logs. I've looked through it. You do see the flight logs. You do see the Rolodex. So some of the names that we already knew from the Epstein Black Book are in there as well. And it's a general sense, a general understanding, I would say, that this is phase one. This is what everybody needs to understand, is they're finding, and there's even information that there's potentially more files that the FBI didn't even know. Well, I should say the FBI wasn't making aware to the general public before it came out. That's what the office is working on right now. So there's actually going to be more releases. It's going to be completely public. This is phase one. This is phase one that we've received as well, and everybody's going to be receiving this. It's not some special thing where we get a copy and nobody else. No, it's not going to be like that. Everyone is going to be able to get access to this. It's the most transparent administration.
Jeffrey Epstein files, we're told, are to be imminently unleashed. And already we saw the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, say that the scale of what happened is far worse than anyone realized. Well over 200, maybe 250 victims. And that we're going to get information either later today or tomorrow from these files. What can you tell me about that?
I believe it will be today. I was just I saw Pam and Cash in the White House just before coming on your show. And I can tell you that I haven't been privy to it yet, but I know it is coming out. They will be taking portions of it. We have to be patient. And I said this last night at a dinner with some media. And I said, I think America needs to remember one thing. We are going to be promises made, promises kept. But when you're dealing with victims. And by the way, this is a perfect example of a case that was vetted, that went through trial, that had testimony, and was prosecuted the right way. I don't preemptively attack. That's just not the way I operate. But in this case, in Epstein's case, it is incredibly disturbing. We have flight logs, we have information, names that will come out.
Is it going to be shocking?
I don't see how it's not shocking that there were so many individuals that were hidden and kept secret and not been held accountable. Let's talk about the reverse. I believe in accountability. So you have to now go through your process. Now, I won't say they're guilty until they go through their time in court. But again, now it's time for accountability. We have seen for so many years, Pierce, in this country, many investigations, subpoenas, testimonies in Congress, et cetera, et cetera. But there's a general frustration with accountability. We take it halfway, we don't take it home. And I really believe that now with Cash and Pam, there will be accountability.
And we know that only one person so far has actually gone to prison over that whole scandal. It was Ghislaine Maxwell, the former lover of Jeffrey Epstein. No man so far has actually been put in prison as a result of what happened. Do you think by releasing information from these files, we are likely to see criminal actions being taken?
Absolutely.
Really?
I think it would be negligent for us not to. You have to hold individuals who are indeed rapists accountable. We have to have them tried, in my opinion. And I do believe in that. You know, nobody should be just dismissed. You have to have your time in court and your case will be heard. But to hide lists, to protect political friends, all of that, we don't have time for that.
I can't wait. They say it's today. Nick, if somehow they release that today, we got to come back and tell the world. All right, it'll be breaking news. We may come back live, or I may do a short video about it real quick. I want to know who owned this thing, man. I think we all do, and I think that they shouldn't have to make it public for people to be held accountable because the FBI actually has access to it right this minute. So people should already be getting investigated if there's investigations to be gotten. So we shall see. I'm really excited about the Trump administration's actions. You know, they haven't proven much to me thus far. But I do, in good faith, believe that they're going to do exactly what they said they're going to do, and I'm excited about that. But we shall see. You know, I heard the other day that, you know, Elon Musk had told all the federal workers, the FBI agents, that they better send in 5 things. I think it was like 5 things you worked on last week, or you're going to be fired. I don't know if that was legitimately or he alluded to it or he said it specifically. I'm not really sure. But then I heard that Kesh Patel told the FBI, don't listen to Elon Musk. Now, let me just say this. I do not want to see us not on the same page. So if Elon Musk does something, they need to have a powwow and say, how are we going to disseminate this information to the public? I do not want to hear this go around. This person over here saying this person saying this, and this person doing this. I don't want to see it in the Trump administration. We don't want to give these idiots no more fodder for them to say anything about us. We have them on the ropes. Let's keep swinging. Remember your training. Body shots, head shots, set up the kick, set up the kidney shot, whatever you have to do. We winning, but we need to finish it. I do not want to end up in a situation where these fools somehow perform well in the midterms. I don't want them to ever perform well ever again. They should never have a position in politics ever again, especially not majority. We should get a Supreme Court justice because one of them fools gonna be out of there soon. We should get another Supreme Court justice, put another conservative on the justice, and then we should also have the supermajority in Congress, and we have the White House and Senate, and we will have J.D. Vance for a second term, or for his first term, but a successive term.